What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're on Monday, long weekend here in Canada, which is weird because tomorrow's Canada Day, and it'll just be a work day. That sucks. It'll be an interesting week. If any of you know, we like to celebrate both the Canadian and American holidays here at Ether. So we have. Oh, thank you, Q. How's it going? So today I'm off, except for stream, and then Friday will be Independence Day in America. So I'll be off again, but I'll still be here for stream. So don't worry, streams are still gonna be here. For you guys, it doesn't mean much. You know, we're gonna be here anyways, but it just means that on the back end, I'm not gonna be working on anything. Back to Genshin. So we have put Mario Kart World to bed for right now. I was watching a video the other day that was breaking down that apparently there's a lot of sleep well, Mario. Apparently there's a lot of people that are not happy with World and they're moving back to 8 Deluxe. And my thoughts on it is I understand. I just wanted to think about that through. Or think that through, sorry. So I understand why we would move back to 8 Deluxe. But also I want to make sure that we understand what comparisons we're doing here. A lot of people are talking about comparing something that's at end of life versus something that's fresh. That's kind of unfair to the fresh thing, but in the end we're gamers and whatever you decide to do with your downtime, do whatever, doesn't matter, right? But seeing it as a slate against Mario Kart World, I don't know about that. There's also some aspects, and I've talked about it many times during my stream, where I'm gonna keep talking while I'm setting this up, but where there's issues with Mario Kart World, there's more technicality on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe side. Somebody was talking about graphics. I don't notice graphics, not because I'm old. That is off. That's an option. But as you've seen, I'm on a TV that doesn't have HDR, and HDR does make a difference. It does make a difference. The TV that's... I always have a problem with pointing. There we go, right there. That TV is decked out and ready to show me what the Switch 2 can do, but it's not connected to my capture card. So, yeah, I know. Vote for a new TV. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, so that I don't really notice. Control wise, the same, nothing different there. What else can we say? That's open world is cool. The person was talking about how the open world seems very bare. Yeah. Throws popcorn. I can agree with the fact that the open world is bare, but it's funny because it immediately reminds me of Forza Horizon 1. And it's funny because when they were first launching this game or talking about this game, they compared it directly to if Mario Kart had a baby with Horizon, right? And I think it is that. But again, it's that whole idea of comparing something that's fresh versus the end of life, right? If we compare, hey, what's up, Hector? Just throwing popcorn right out of the gate. Dang. But if we're talking about Horizon, are we talking about Forza Horizon, or are we talking about Forza Horizon 5? Or if you want to say it correctly, Forza Horizon 5 or Forza Horizon 1? Because if you're comparing it directly to Forza Horizon, it's 100% that. And Forza Horizon does feel empty, right? So it's on par. We are gonna throw me over here. So, oh no, but that means you can't see you guys can't see your chat. Do you guys want to see me top right corner? Is that a good spot there? Do you not really care about what's up here in this top right corner? Arnar! Yeah. Is top right the better way to go? It's good there? Okay, I was going to throw it down to the left, but then that's where you guys are talking. And then bottom right, that's where all the powers are happening.
So sorry.
Top left, I guess, I don't know if you guys really care about the
customer.
mini-map. R&R. Yeah. So, that's just kind of how I feel. I feel like it's a good, solid entry. And I've said this before, if you were thinking about getting a Switch 2 and you're not a Mario Kart fan, do not get the Switch 2. Do not get the Switch 2. You have to be a diehard Mario Kart fan in order to get the Switch 2. My opinion. Even if you're just casual, I wouldn't go with that. So you want upper left? It just means that you won't have... You can't read... Where can you not read? The stuff in the top right? You want to see my ping? Is that what you want to do? You want to judge my ping?
So sorry. I'm still registering the last customer.
Oh, you were talking to Hector. Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. Okay. Top right. Oh, lower left. Yeah, lower left would block out your chat. You would be... Here, I'll just for fun. We now see that somebody with a... Yep. So somebody with a moderator had just said something. Oh, somebody with a moderator said something again. Okay. It's there. Anyways. I wish we could, like,
I'm still registering the last customer.
make, like, a bubble on the outside of the screen and then put me there. So it's not in the screen at all. I guess I could make the screen smaller and fit me in. I've thought about doing that, but I don't know. I like seeing full screen games. You're so vain. Do you know that song, Q, or are you too young? You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. Do you know that song? You have no idea. Okay, so that's just between the old people. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's so weird. When I look at Hector's name here in Streamlabs, because I'm still on my TV side, so I'm still looking, or sorry, the computer side. It's light green, but then when I go and look at my actual phone, which is where I read the chat when I'm talking or going along, it's red. But then Q, you are dark green regardless of which way you are, which is really weird. Hector's got a special name that switches colors based upon where he's being viewed. Q, yours just stays the same. I mean, technically it's a little bit darker on this side. I don't know what the reason is. But anyways, I'm going to switch over so we can get this going. I'm going to be playing some Hangouts today. No, why did I open this? Why did I open this? There's no reason for me to open up the capture card. It's already connected. So we're going to run some Hangouts today. When is we were talking about the event last time. When is the event done?
So sorry. I'm still registering the last customer.
Can you stop telling me about the last customer? Because she's envy. Green with envy. Okay, let's see what we got here on events then. So we got 28 days. So I know, Hector, you were talking about jumping in on some... Does everybody want to jump in on some events on Friday? Q, Hector, basically the people that are here. Do you guys want to jump in some events on Friday? Sure? Sure? Okay. We got people. For the events on Friday. Cool. So we'll do some... I'm assuming this is the only one we can do. Stygian Assault Onslaught. This one I'll have to get done before because we're probably gonna run this the entire stream, right? And then next week we'll do Fatal Frame halfway through the Friday stream. So we'll get back to that, right? So that'll be back on there. I'll tell you the next Xbox 360 voting will not be this Friday, but it will be the following Friday. So let you know, we still have Medal of Honor for Tuesday and Thursday of this week, and also Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So you'll have the opportunity to choose what is the next Xbox 360 game that we'll be playing. I'm also going to think about trying to turn it into a TikTok series just to showcase that we are trying to uncover some gems here on the 360. So if you haven't subscribed to our TikTok yet, feel free to jump into it. I know that Jose's doing a fantastic job with the videos over there. They're doing well. Oh yes, the talking to people. Yes, the funness of talking to people. You helped. Yes, you did. That's true. That's true. I'm not going to take that away from you. Q is a top tier editor for TikTok. Sorry about that. Sorry. Got me saying sorry on the Canadian Day long weekend, or Canada Day long. Canadian Day. What is this? What is this? Thanks for the lurk, Hector. Feel like I'm gonna. I wish I had like flannel and stuff. I wish for tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna try to make the level of Canada Day gear cringe. I'm gonna try my best. Don't know if I can do much, but I'm gonna try. Okay. But I don't own flannel. Nor am I gonna buy flannel for one day. Will I buy other things for one day? Depends on what the price is. Please spare me. Don't worry. I'll freedom it up on Friday as well. Freedom! Okay, so we are going to pop over to Hangouts. I did actually unlock a bunch during the Archon quest and also the story quest. If you do miss a stream, do not worry. You can catch the stream over on youtube.com/ETHERxVault the very next day after it's live here. So it's all the fun. All the fun is still right there. Bye, flannel. It would get ugly. What am I wearing on Friday? What should I wear? What should I wear? Star sunglasses. I don't have like a Abraham Lincoln hat. I don't have that. That would be cool, especially if I had like his hair. I also don't even have any like America merch. Like a shirt that just has the American flag on it. Or some shorts with the American flag on it. I wish I had that. Okay, so we actually will get another key. Nah, not today. We'll only get 4 today. So we'll be able to unlock Tiona on Friday. And then I can take care of probably getting Noelle and Barbara over the weekend. And then we have Chung-Yoon and Bennett will be next week. And then we'll be done Hangouts. We'll switch over to Tribal Chronicles and finish those off. This will be kind of my line. I know before we had, you know, we're just doing Hangouts. Zenless Zone 0 came out. So we'll switch over there. Now we're back over here because of the Archon quest and then also the story quest for Shirk. And instead of just going right back to Zenless, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off at least the Hangouts. At least the Hangouts before returning to Zenless. And then we'll come back. Actually, no, we'll do that. Instead of saying at least, I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to finish the Hangouts. Then we're going to go back to Zenless. When the next patch comes out, 5.8, we'll come back here. We'll finish probably the Archon quest, the story quest, and then we'll finish off the Tribal Chronicles, and then we'll go back to Zenless. And I think that's basically it. You need 4 endings for Bennett's. Yeah. I would say that the worst one for me was Lynette. That was the hardest one for me. I literally had to buy Q flannel. Maybe we might need to start a fund for that. But yeah. So after that, though, I think that's pretty much it. I won't have you guys watch me when I'm achievement hunting. I'll also use the world quest to bump up my primo gems when I'm not streaming it, but we'll just be purely on Zenless for the time being and trying to burn through the story there as fast as possible. And again, if we do finish that, then we will be over on Wuthering Waves. So for today, though, we're going to continue on with Catboy. Catboy! You're going to kilometers. Like, how fast is that? Oh, not Bennett? You're gonna keep yourself? Definitely keep yourself. You are a treasure. Keel, you're not a boat, so you can't really keel over. I understand. We all want to be boats. I'm on a boat and it's going fast and... I know that's what I meant. I'm just messing with you. Don't do that either. Don't do it. No amount of flannel is worth that. Oh.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something?
Is there... Sorry, Jose's just asking me for a meeting tomorrow. VR? VR? Not VR, sorry. We don't meet in VR, my bad. We are. That would be cool. We could all meta it out.
You're
Be
right.
bears?
I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before.
Why we gotta be
In
bears?
any battle, you need to think about how to avoid your shortcomings. As long as I don't come into contact with Yae Miko, everything should be fine.
That's true. It can't be anything. You just gotta use your imagination.
Really? Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yae Publishing House. They run a monthly magazine called That's Life,
SpongeBob
which has an
meme.
advice
They should
column.
make
Readers
the
write in
ability
about
to
their
put some
problems,
memes
and
on Twitch. That'd be really cool.
Responsible for
Or at
responding
least
to them.
stickers that are like versions of memes.
I'm not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my...
If you are enjoying our live content, check out our recorded content. We've got gameplay, game reviews over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal. Posting on Monday, Friday, and a bonus on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Alright. Did I already go this way? I feel like we might have already gone this way. So since I haven't played on this Xbox with it, yeah, we are... Oh, no. We can actually go a different way. Never mind. Continuing on. If it spins over to that right one, though, then we're going to have to go back.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective.
All the goods. You gonna do a picture? Wait, where are you going? Did you go down? Sure. No. 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 Oh, wait. I'm gonna reset that.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet.
You just used a guide? I used a guide for Lynette. I needed a guide for Lynette because it was a very specific way that you had to go about proving something in order to bump up your roll ability on her. I don't know, because it was kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. So that one really kind of threw me, but everything else has kind of just been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until I get it. Okay, try figuring out. No, no. Wait, what are we doing? What? Wait, why are you Michael Scotting it right now? What's going on? God, no, no.
Ah, you want to scout ahead?
Yeah, you finish your little writings yourself, sir.
Yeah, that works. This way, if Yae Miko's lying in wait for me there, I can avoid her.
What did I just notice?
But stay sharp, okay? She is a force to be reckoned with. You must be sure to tread carefully.
Come on, you gotta tell me now. If you're gonna Michael Scott it, I need to know why.
If you spot her, get yourselves back here right away, and we'll run for our lives.
Moments passed.
I mean, we'll make a strategic retreat. Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Oh, I understand. I understand. No, it's funny. It's still funny because I can still see him in my head freaking out about Toby. It's always funny. Where do you get all this popcorn from?
All right, everyone, settle down.
You make it beforehand? You ever seen like the giant clear garbage bags of popcorn? I don't know where I've seen those before. I don't know if they're at like festivals, like carnivals and such, but yeah, it's bonkers.
We are gathered here today, united by a common purpose. Now, who can tell me what they think that might be?
Let's see what this is all about.
Well, of course, it's to tell the whole world about how wonderful Miss Hina is! An excellent answer! How gentle she is, how understanding she is, how delightfully mischievous she can be, on occasion.
Carnivals. How was everybody's day? That's something that I'm curious about. How was y'all's day?
We can all testify to the great joy that Miss Hina has brought to our lives. But my friends, there are so many people out there in this world who still need Miss Hina's salvation. We can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every soul in the world.
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina?
I've never heard of her.
Friends, I found one! Someone needs our help!
Shh, calm your voice down. We don't want to scare her off. Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about the existence of a perfect being. She is gentle,
Tired day?
understanding.
Did you not
She
get a
is
lot
the
of proper
brightest
sleep on the
star in our
weekend?
Sky. Here, have this
Or it
pamphlet.
was just busy day?
So, what do you think?
Fat's big sister, gentle and kind. She answers all your questions. She'll help you get rid of your... She? Am I missing something here?
Oh, my apologies. In my
You don't know
excitement,
how
I
your
forgot to
day
give you all
was?
the details.
That's okay. I can understand that. I have that happening a lot to me.
Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life, published by the Yae
Kind of
Publishing
both?
House?
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. What kept you up on the weekend? For me, I binged the crap out of Squid Game 3. Finished that thing in one day.
It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column. We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received kind and gentle replies to each one. Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister figure and feel convinced that she must be the same sort of person in real life.
There's no mistaking it. Just from her
Expedition
letters,
33,
I
right
can
on,
feel
right
that
on.
she
Did you complete
respects
this,
me,
the main story yet?
trusts me. She has a natural ability to connect with people. She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from our letters and never fails to deliver the advice and the encouragement we need, except when it comes to the topic of romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there.
Clearly.
But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
I don't know where you're getting this she part.
Recently,
confusing
the column
me.
went through a low period where it just wasn't popular at all. In fact, they almost axed it.
Well,
Fortunately, Yae Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started to grow in popularity.
so Miss Hina is...
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She is the one we all
Hey,
admire
what's up,
and
Jose?
adore so greatly. And so, when we heard that Yae Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together and to witness this grand moment in history.
I wonder how GOROU would react to this.
Please gaze upon the radiant
Or is it
beauty
GOROU?
of Miss Hina.
It's GOROU, right?
See how truly lovely she is.
Ooh,
Oh, hey, there you
I
are.
forgot something.
Is,
Oh, goodness.
you know who at Yae Publishing House?
I think it's this one. No, she isn't.
That's good.
My Monday has
Finished writing
been
my
good.
replies, so
Another
about to head
day
to Yae
to
Publishing House and hand them in.
recharge. Strange Brew? No, I have not seen that. Oh. I feel like I should have seen it. No. I know Rick Moranis, but I have not seen it. Why are you helping to write for them?
Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is
You
something
being
that only
ageist?
you are capable of.
Hector? No, I'm
They
just
made
kidding.
quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so
I do it to her all the
felt
time.
like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so many people, I feel a sense of responsibility. By this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up.
I can't let GOROU know this full story.
Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these letters delivered quickly while you-know-who isn't around.
You
I'm
really don't
looking
like her, eh?
forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always a little reserved when talking to me because I'm a general, but those obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems to treat me like that one friend who they can share anything and everything with. So I'm not about to let them down. Let's head over.
Why don't I deliver them for you?
But Yae Publishing House isn't far from here, if I remember correctly. Let's just head there together. Besides, this way, if you-know-who does show up, we can look out for each other. Let's go.
We're already halfway through the dailies? Crazy. We're going the wrong way. This guy
Strange.
stinks.
It seems unusually lively here today. I don't come here often. Is it like this most of the time?
Not
Hey,
really.
There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's check it out.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina fan club must abide by the club rules. Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. We of all people cannot cause her any trouble. Secondly, fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must exercise self-discipline and present a good image in front of other people. Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're not interested, we are to respect that and not go forcing it down their throats.
If you are enjoying
And
the content,
finally,
tickle that purple
we are
heart to keep
here
the good
today
times
because
rolling.
Miss Hina has brought us together, but we are also here to change ourselves for the better, for her sake.
Thanks for the bit donation,
Can
Jose.
we do that, people? Can we do that?
Yes, we
Oh.
can!
Yeah, I didn't turn the speakers on.
Always make her proud and never bring
It's
her
set up
down.
on the right one. I just didn't turn the speakers
Oh.
on because of the blue
So
light at night.
this is what they call a fan club. I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go.
They're on now.
Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used
Wait,
to
why
give
do I
before
suck?
going into
What's
battle.
going on here? Just out here swinging on everybody now? Doing nothing.
Something's
Jesus.
up, isn't it? I can tell. You're avoiding my gaze. Did something happen? It's not her, is it?
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina.
You're imagining
I
things.
see. Well, one way or another, fate has brought you here. Have you ever heard of Miss Hina?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I think you need to
Now's as good a time as any for you to find out more. Miss Hina is gentle,
swinging
kind,
and okay
and
with missing.
considerate.
Oh Jesus.
You can tell her anything that is bothering you, and she will patiently advise you on how to deal with it.
Oh, well, she sounds like a very pleasant person to be around. She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
Yeah.
But he's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
Shh! Have you forgotten? We may not pry into Miss Hina's identity.
At least let's take a photo with them.
Well, technically, it would just
Take
look
a
like you
photo of
running
you?
around armless because no one could see you swinging because, like you said, they're
We borrowed
invisible
a camera
arms.
specifically to witness the official unveiling of Miss Hina's image today.
Sure, that's fine. Why do they want to take a picture with me?
At the beginning of the stream, Jose, I told the audience that I will be doing, well, it's not OG 360, but it's Xbox 360 will be next Friday. We'll be running Medal of Honor Tuesday, Thursday this week, as well as Tuesday, Thursday next week. That was your question you were asking in the Discord.
All right, sure.
We'll also be going back to Fatal Frame next Friday. No
That should
problem.
do it. Right. I should really be heading to the publishing house to hand in those letters now.
Make way, everyone. Make way. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space. Coming through.
Hey, everybody! It's the real Miss Hina!
Miss Hina!
I
Miss
pushed.
Hina!
I'm gonna push rematch
Now
off
I'm
because I
curious
want to get to
too.
the point where we're not
Let's go over and
doing
take a look.
videos in the same week. I really think that's something that we should really focus towards. And if I was gonna do rematch, I should have recorded it last week. So I'm gonna record the two reviews for this week, then select the games and start recording gameplay for Xbox 360 for next week, and then we can do rematch for the following week, whatever that is, somewhere in July. Even trying to record that, we can record that this week, but it won't be for this Friday.
Huh? Why? What's the problem? Really? Then we can't stay. Let's get out of
Gotcha.
here.
My suggestion to you is
curious as I
also
am
to
to see
take
what all
off
the fuss
next
is
Monday
about,
for
It'll
Pokemon
have to wait
and
until
record
next
for the
time.
following week and
So
start getting a
please join
bubble
me
going
again
on
the
that.
next time I'm delivering letters.
Because I want to start. I don't know if you saw over the weekend. I was posting a lot on our Twitter, on Blue Sky, and Instagram, and I want to start doing that and using later.com, and I can't do that unless I have the links. And I know it takes you. I think it took you 5 days to do the last Pokemon. So taking a week off would give you the ability to actually make a bubble. Does it sound pretty flawed? Does it, Hector? Let's go up here and grab this.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra Abyssos.
Alright. And then that gives us 4, right? Yes, that gives us 4. Wait, why is it highlighted though? Oh, because we haven't grabbed the thing. Is that a threat? Miss Q? Hmm? Are you threatening me to slip up? Focus on the pretty part. What's the pretty part? Oh. Oh. I understand. How do you throw popcorn prettily? Is prettily a word? Please tell me it actually underlined that for you and was just like, what are you doing? GOROU. GOROU. It's a word? Interesting. Interesting. Dang. I guess I just learned a new word. Prettily.
So this is the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Okay, so we've done some of this. I didn't realize I didn't actually finish this off. Tis indeed.
Let's see what we've drawn. Good fortune.
Challenger? Why am I challenging her? But where would you use that, though?
Any second now, we'll be face to face with her.
She walks prettily? But what is the definition of prettily? Elegance or with beauty?
Don't worry. All our hard work is definitely going to pay off. She can forget about teasing me this time.
Oh? You arrived a little later than expected. Did you run into some trouble along the way?
You knew we were coming?
But of course. That's why I'm here waiting for you.
So what if you knew we were coming? This time, we won't get caught off guard. We're here to...
Prettily means in a pretty or attractive way. It describes something done or existing in a way that is pleasing to the eye or that has a pleasing quality. Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Slow down. No need to rush. Let me guess. In the past, I used to have many believers coming to see me at the shrine every day, and most of them came for the same reason. Especially those who came in pairs. 9 times out of 10, they were here seeking to know their future fate.
Sounds dumb.
Hoping that it would be a lifetime together.
So according to Jose, it's not prettily.
I'd be quite happy
Just
to
sounds
do a
dumb.
reading for you two.
Together for a lifetime? Remember what Shuhei said? We mustn't pay too much attention to what she said. Otherwise, we may be fooled by her cunning words.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I never needed to recommend that store to you
Prettily
in the
dumb.
first place. You can just leave all your fur grooming to your little friend here. Imagine her holding your tail in one hand, combing it gently with the other.
Is Yai trying to, like...
Not good. My mind is already full of mental images.
Are you trying to seduce GOROU?
I'll have to resort to the method Miwa taught us.
By the way, there's really no point in trying to hide the way you feel. You might be able to remain stony-faced
Yeah,
if you
whore.
really try, But with your tail swishing behind you, it tells everything.
What?
Then again, you know what? Most people only pay attention to your tail, but those soft, pointy ears are really just as fascinating.
What's the contraction there? You have to remove the apostrophe, and then you'll understand.
There's
She doesn't
only
want to get
one
smacked by
method left.
Twitch.
A cunning strategy that no one saw coming. This is going to hurt me almost as much as it hurts my opponent.
Yeah.
But there's no other way. I think the real reason
And
you
you
know
watch
me
Jose's
so well
gone.
is
Never comes
that
back.
you're just like me. Just like me. You hug your tail when you go to sleep.
I'm not gonna lie. If it actually
like
did
me,
ban you,
you
I would
daydream
fucking
about
laugh.
someone else grooming your
I
tail
would
for you.
have to make posts about
I
it.
see.
It would be
You
the
decided
funniest
to
shit
admit your
ever.
feelings in an effort to bring me down with you. Not bad. I suppose this is a step forward for you.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
afraid I don't have
If you are
tail
looking
at
for a
all.
community to call home, hit that Discord link because we'd love to have a part of our community today.
Retreat! Retreat! Fighting on is futile. Better to conserve resources for the next confrontation. We're out of here. When I get back, I'm going to train harder
I've
than
seen
I've
Rick
ever
and
trained
Morty
before.
2
I won't lose to
season
her again.
Bye-bye now.
uh
Come again soon.
3 or 5, somewhere in there. I can't remember. But yeah. Unless you're gonna tell me something from like a later season, then no. Oh, yeah, no, I can understand. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I keep on the lookout for it. I've been finding a lot of like DVD places, CD places, record places that are like selling like full seasons of stuff for like hella cheap. Obviously, I think it's probably because everybody watches stuff in streaming now, but I think I got a couple, like I was doing Rick and Morty, Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory, I got a whole season for I think $3, which would be like $1.30 American. So I've been picking up a lot of seasons like that lately. For when Netflix takes everything offline. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of hope not. But yeah, just really cool just to catch things. And like just finding things from your childhood like that you've watched before. And you're just like, you know what? I don't mind owning this now for a couple bucks. But that's how I got into Rick and Morty, because we don't have Adult Swim up here. We don't have Hulu up here either. I heard that I can rent it through... I can see the word. It starts with an S in my head. Slack. I know I can get it through Slack TV, but I don't want to pay for Slack after I'm already paying for Amazon. So, yeah. You still have some VHSs? That's awesome. Yeah, for me I just don't want to pay for anything extra. Like if you want me to have the standard service, I'll get the standard service. Let's be honest. The main reason why I have Amazon is for Amazon Prime. I don't care about Amazon Music, and I know there's some good things on Amazon Prime TV, but I'm so taken up by everything that's watching on Netflix that I never get the opportunity to go over there and watch stuff. So yeah, but yeah, no, I'll never get Slack. It's all good. So we got that done. Now we grab the next one. Wait. So now we're going to try to grab that second one, whatever that second one is. High Dive? I've never even heard of High Dive. You know what's funny? The very next day after you told me about jailbreaking a Fire Stick, I read a whole article about how they're currently figuring out ways to go backwards through finding those jailbreaks, and they're hitting people with fucking crazy fines. And I was just like, damn. How topical that
spotting
my
something?
Google knew that I was
Sorry
talking
you had
about
to
this.
see that.
And
The
I
real
was just
reason
like,
I'm here
yep.
at Yai Publishing House is to buy some books for Her
Yep.
Excellency.
I really
Really?
enjoy
That would be great.
Netflix.
To be
It
honest,
comes in
this is
waves, to
something
be
that's
honest. You'll
always
have like
worried me.
times where like there's
If
nothing
the
there, and
soldiers
then
ever
like
saw me in this
floods
kind
when
of
there's a whole bunch of stuff there.
embarrassing situation,
But I really,
they'd be
really
very
like Netflix.
disappointed.
Yeah,
So,
no worries.
I have to
Yeah, they even
overcome it.
found a way to go
For their
backwards to the
sake.
VPN, which I was
As soon
just
as
like
I work through
crazy. I don't
this,
even fucking know how
let's
you
go
do
take on
that.
Yai Miko again.
But if they haven't get you, that's great.
First things
If they do
first,
get
though.
you, I'm
Do you
pretty
have any
sure we
ideas
could
on
still
where to
build a
begin?
network from you in prison and then me on the outside. We just have to figure out how to get you an internet connection. And start some theoretical studies.
Good plan. Start by studying some theory.
Jose wants to
address
get
the
caught
fear at its
exposing a
root,
secret.
and then I'll have nothing
No,
to
no,
be afraid of.
he didn't expose it though
But
because he said
where would I go to learn
jailbreak.
about this?
The
I wouldn't know anyone on Narukami Island.
the quotation points removes that completely.
Let's go back to Watatsumi Island and
Twitch
ask
can't see
around
that.
there.
They don't care about little old me. Yeah, they didn't care about anybody else in those articles either. I don't think honestly, I don't think it's one person. I think it's the fact that it's not one person doing it. I think there's a whole boatload of you people doing it. And they're just like, we want that to stop. But no, I get what you're saying though. But after reading that article, I'm already scared enough. No, thank you. I demand to see resources.
I feel more at ease
You mean
on
sources
Watatsumi
or
Island.
resources? Because I don't
I
really
had
have a
an
lot of
idea on the way
resources.
here.
I'm running
Many
out
of
of the
my army
resources.
comrades are older than me, and I'm sure that handling this kind of situation must be second nature to
Wait, why is it saying skip? Did I go a wrong way? No,
most
no.
people who wish
Wait,
to have
wait.
an audience
Stop
with her-
talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stupid correct. Yeah? Blaming technology again, are we? No, I was kidding. No, that's the wrong way. Wrong way. Go back.
Excellency usually start by
He's going for the
So I'm
sources
sure
right now.
Miwa has lots of
That's why he's
experience dealing
lurking.
with all kinds of people. Hopefully, she'll have some good ideas. There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there.
Okay, so where's the check marks now? Oh. Is it part of this
You're
side?
right. Okay, whatever you think's best. Let's avoid Yai Publishing House for now. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out while I'm on Narukami
Thanks for the
Island.
lurk.
It's a personal matter. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that contained some very important items. The odds were stacked against us that day, and the resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I managed to quickly bury it first. I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that apparently the Adventurers Guild had beaten me to it. That box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Would you mind coming along? Thank you so much. Let's head right over. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, boy. Alright, now we're on to the right path. If you are enjoying our live content, check out our recorded content. We've got gameplay, game reviews over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal. I almost said the wrong one. Where we post on Monday, Friday, and a bonus on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
I'm afraid that will be a little difficult. Don't worry. The item you are looking for is safe and sound. However, I'm unable to return it to you at present. The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoarders, which is still under investigation.
That's strange. I buried that box there. What does it have to do with the treasure hoarders?
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning a theft by treasure hoarders at Komore Tea House. The adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail and heard that they had buried the treasure at Nazuchi Beach. But when we went to dig up the stolen items, we found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain which of the items have to do with the treasure hoarders at this stage. For now, all we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of treasure hoarders in question.
Then, we will see that all items are returned to their
Oh,
rightful
nice.
owners.
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying things in the same place. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask how the
Oh,
investigation is
no.
coming along?
Who is it,
This is where
Amazon?
the difficulty arises. To date,
That's not cool.
we have still not been able to locate the hiding place of the treasure hoarders. So I'm afraid it still could take some time.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved. Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, you'll be able to return my box to me. It's very important
Yeah.
to me, so the sooner I get it back, the better.
They do the
That
same thing
is
here. They put it on my
perfectly
porch,
acceptable.
especially if it's raining.
However, many adventurers have investigated this
Thankfully,
case
I work
recently.
from home because
They have
if not,
searched far and
I'd be
wide,
here
but
like
their
hours
efforts have
later
been
and it'd probably be
fruitless.
soaked through.
If the two of you are still interested in taking the case, you may have to devise an original approach.
Let's head to Gomorrah Tea House first.
Yes, it seems like the only sensible place to start.
It didn't get
With
damaged,
any
did
luck,
it?
we might be able to find some clues there. Well, actually, since it's come up, what's the Komori Tea House like?
A place to have tea.
Well, obviously. Anyway, let's just go take a look.
It's over this. You got this. You got this, man. It sucks. I really hate that one, which is crazy because it's the
Are you
very
here to
first one.
investigate the
No,
recent
not
theft
damage.
as
Just
well?
worry about getting a ticket.
We're
Oh,
grateful for
the
the
porch
assistance.
pirates. Yeah,
However, I'm
I
afraid
have
I don't have any
a
more clues.
camera on my
It was
doorbell.
Taromaru's #2 reserve
I would watch them
fund
and be
that
like,
they
"You."
stole.
I
They
guess I
stole
could
late
say
at
something
night
to
while there
them,
was
but
no
if
one in
not,
the
I'll just
surrounding area,
send that
so
to the
they
police.
could slip in unnoticed. By the time we realized, it was too late. They left enough clues for
Why
us
not?
to retrieve
What am I supposed to
box,
call them now?
But we found no trace of
Porch
the group
bandits?
of treasure hoarders who dared to target our tea house. I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all. We're definitely dealing with experienced crooks here.
Oh, porch bandits? Porch bandits?
Oh, Taramaru!
Why can't you
What
call
are
them
you doing
pirates?
out here?
Oh. Never mind.
How
Did you screw up your own
strange.
joke?
I don't know what's gotten into Taramaru today.
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders
Who
are hiding.
does?
How can I describe it?
Yeah, no,
It's like
not
listening to a
racist,
regional
but I
dialect.
know, I
A
get
lot
it.
of it goes over my head, but I
Thanks,
can still
though.
get the general gist.
Thanks for checking in
Anyway,
on me.
he says he was there at the scene of the crime. The treasure hoarders didn't see Tarumaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole conversation. Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Tarumaru didn't dare to bark loudly, so we just had to let them go.
Pew, pew,
Oh, no wonder.
Accountability is key.
Poor boy.
fair.
He's been acting more anxious than usual lately and is always looking outside. And I thought he just wanted someone to take him for a walk.
We're talking to the dog.
Yes, that does sound like quite a predicament. Okay, I think I understand now.
How? You're a cat.
Tarumaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below Tenshikaku. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a safe haven for treasure hoarders. He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The
Do
leader's
you?
name is Kosuke, and the
Do
second
you?
in command is called Yasuhisa.
Or was it your
The leader sent indicated he was
insinuating
probably from the Narukami
me about a
Valley
monkey
area,
comment?
while
Should
the
you be
2
timed out?
newcomers in the team were more likely from
Hmm?
somewhere else. Thank you, Tarumaru. It must have been hard for you, knowing the details of the crime but not being able to communicate them. Don't you worry. We'll take care of everything from here. We will definitely get your belongings back. Let's go there in person. We might not have any troops with
God,
us,
it's so
but between the
freaking
2 of us,
cold.
we should be able to deal with a handful of petty thieves.
Innuendos are totally within the TOS, are they? Did you read that recently? Do you know how to get to the TOS? Like, if I asked you for a plotting way to get there, would you know how to get there, or would you have to look it up first? Did you have to Google it first? You're talking about Hollow Hollow? I love Hollow Hollow. That's a good dessert. Where do I go here? I get updates. I'd give arrows to what? What are you even talking about? Your backtracking makes no sense right now, sir. Is this below? No, it's below. Gosh. Idiot. Can we get up this wall? Direct you with right this way, sir. That's funny.
Shh. I think we're getting close. There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
Something doesn't smell right down here?
Another test subject. Suffocate!
Freeze!
Doobie-doo.
You're open.
This is
Hey, what's up,
bizarre.
Shinya?
How would anyone think to look here?
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah, and I still maintain that I'm right in principle. Think how many days we've been here. No one else has come looking for us, have they?
I'm pretty sure that Shinya is a
Can't believe
person.
we
She's
got
not a
caught.
holola.
Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey,
You
kid,
should be more respectful,
who the
Jose.
heck are you guys anyway?
We shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the Resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have things so much better here, and this is how you choose to live your life? It's pure selfishness. We should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Yeah, but didn't you get like an enjoyment out of playing TCG? What did you just have for dinner?
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this,
Wow.
anything's up for negotiation.
Sound like an achievement whore to me.
That's enough. Tie them up and take them away. Oh, come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be so heavy-handed. But thieves still have to be punished. Let's escort them back.
Deliver. What? Achievement whore and a goal slut?
I'm pleased to confirm that these are indeed the individuals who stole
It's
the Komodo
different.
treehouse. I didn't expect you to
It
catch
sounds
them so
pretty
quickly,
same to me.
especially with no new leads
Same,
to
same,
explore.
but different.
In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list of stolen items, we can now return the box to you.
Different,
Here,
but same.
please take it.
That's funny.
Thank goodness. Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here. They belong on Watatsumi Island. So, let's head there now and open it.
Oh, salmon and rice. Sorry, I just saw what you said. Yeah, go for Star Wars. I didn't vote for it. But, have fun on Star Wars. I don't even remember what the other choices were, but I didn't vote for Star Wars. I know that for sure. How did you know what I voted for? How did you know what I voted for? I thought this was anonymous. Are you out here trying to fix the votes? Because it tells me. Wow. So you heard it here. If there's ever a question from Jose in the Discord and it says like, have you ever killed a person? Don't vote. Don't vote. Don't incriminate yourself.
Come on,
2.
And if you killed
3.
somebody, you're welcome in our Discord.
Yes.
Just don't kill anybody else.
Looks like they're all here. Some personal items that once belonged
What
to
did
the
he just
troops under
say?
my command.
Wow.
Water bottles, towels, knee guards, just everyday items, but
He meant not more than one time.
each one bears the handwritten name of its former owner. These were the only things those soldiers had for their families to remember them by. We all knew going into that battle that the odds of survival were slim. Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind as a keepsake for their loved ones. You see, their swords and polearms broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry, and many of them couldn't write.
Wouldn't you have to
very
turn
well,
off your
so
VPN in order
they
to
couldn't
report?
even leave a letter. In the
And then
end,
go somewhere?
all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items.
Which team?
Artifacts of their daily lives.
Where'd it go wrong? What's wrong with your team?
My soldiers trusted me, but I failed to lead them to victory
Genesis.
that day. Then they trusted me with these, and
I think the fact where
Instead of
you're
honoring
admitting that
their
you
last
killed
wishes
somebody
right
should be a
away,
time where you have it on.
I had to hastily bury them in the sand. Every time something like this happens,
I'm fine.
I tell
He's
myself
nuts. I'm
that by
fine.
the next time I'm faced with the same situation, I have to be stronger.
You got the box back? It's all right now.
Yeah. But right
You're
now,
nuts.
let me just mourn them for a little while longer.
You're a cashew. That's okay. I like being an almond. You can't tear me down. Jose's just a peanut. Just a peanut. Oh, really? This was a whole nother... This wasn't the way we were supposed to go, but it was another way that I needed to go. If that makes sense. Off the walnuts? Yeah. You're making nut jokes, you're definitely a peanut. That's a peanut joke if I've ever read one before.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be...
Okay, let's see. Which one?
You're right. Okay, whatever you think. Actually, back when we were fighting the show, the odds were stacked
This
against...
is going to not go the right way, though. Cool. Better than chestnuts. For some odd reason, my brain can't comprehend what a chestnut is. For some reason. I know I've heard of chestnuts, but I can't see a chestnut in my head. So then it's got to be on the other one.
There was definitely something strange about the way
Chestnuts
she looked
roasting
at me
open.
in the end there.
Yeah.
Could she be plotting something? Sorry that you had to see that.
God,
The
no.
real
World
reason I'm here
9?
at Yai Publishing House is
Does
to
it
buy
look
some
like I'm
books
in
for Her
World 9?
Excellency.
I would just get... It's a round nut? Okay, so then what's a walnut? Isn't a walnut the one that's... that roasted over the open fire?
Really? That would be great. To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers
Yeah, the
ever
walnut
saw
looks like
me
a
in this
brain,
kind of
right?
embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to
The walnuts look like a sack, or brain works. Okay. Now I'm confused. Give me a second. We're gonna ask Google. Wait. We're gonna ask Google if I can get to my computer. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I understand. Yes, I do know these ones. Yes, I hated these ones at Christmas. They're way too much work for nothing. I mean, so is the walnut. The walnut is also way too much work for nothing. At least an almond is just crack, and then you're like, you're in. You're in. I mean, technically, I would say Jose is right on the look part. Pecans? What were you going for pecans? Maybe
I
it's this
see.
one.
So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar
Pistachios?
situations come up in the future.
Pistachios are
Good plan.
I like
Let's see.
everything
Where
that
should we start?
pistachios make, but I don't like pistachios. Like pistachio gelato? Yes. Or Foreo is also good. Those are both two really good ones, but I do not like pistachios by themselves. I don't know. Not pecans are the best. Pecan, cashews, pistachios. Now I'm confused.
Now that you
Again.
mention it,
Stop
I remember
confusing me
having a
about
similar
nuts here. I'm
experience
trying to
back
get
on
through a
Watatsumi
story
Island.
here, everybody.
I was with
And
my
I have to go to
subordinates at
Google
the
to
time.
figure out which
We
one
ran
we're
into a
talking
merchant,
about.
I got
here.
caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them.
Pecans are. I think I personally like cashews more than pecans, but it's another version. It's another version of pistachios for me, because everything that pecans make is delicious. Damn, you got a top 5? Damn. Almonds are 5. Damn. Brazilian nuts. I know that they're good for you, but I don't like them. You can rank anything.
I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based
I don't
there,
think that's
so
a curse.
It might help to create the right atmosphere.
Stop giving me all these nuts. I'm not looking up macadamia. I'm not looking that up. I don't know what they look like. I'm assuming they look something like very Greek looking, maybe. Like Macedonia. Whatever Macedonia would look like in the form of a nut. Butternut squash? No, I know what squash is. I don't know. Macadamia nuts are only good in cookies? Candle nut is not. That's stop randomly making them up now. Tiger nut. I'm not reading you anymore. I'm not reading these anymore. They're not real. Tiger nuts? Candle nuts? Where did candle nut get its name? The fact that it tastes like wax? That's horrible. And a tiger nut? That seems like you're getting way too close to danger. Q is not nut. I feel like if I'm gonna have to put tiger nut into a search, I'm gonna have to put like incognito on, and I don't want to put that. I don't want to get actual pictures of tiger nuts.
So this is Rito.
I've been there.
It looks slightly gloomy. It feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers
Like,
roaming the streets.
block out my Google
What a
search
nice
when I'm going
place.
to apply for a job.
Okay, let's get started.
Why did you keep
I'll be me,
Googling
and you
tiger
be a
nuts?
shrewd and savvy businesswoman.
That would be horrible.
Hi. Hi. So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently. So, tell me,
Finish what I started.
I'll settle the check right away. The price seems pretty cheap to me. In which case,
Have you
no
eat-
need to haggle, right?
Have you eaten a tiger nut, Q?
I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies. I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know
Have
how
I
to
eaten a ball
respond.
nut, JC? No, I'm not eating a ball nut.
This won't get us anywhere. I have to
Why are you
haggle to
running
give
away
you
from the
chance to
question? The
use your
question is,
wily
did you
tricks
eat a
on me.
tiger nut, Q?
What do we do now? Something I'm more interested in?
You've had a ball nut?
Maybe,
That's good.
cake?
No, no judgment here. I'm pretty sure you've eaten a lot of nuts. What do you mean we've all eaten nuts? I love how, like, between all this argument of nuts, Hector's just like, so, Shy, those stray kids' nails that were... What the hell? It just come out of nowhere. Score. Let's just talk about nails. Shinya. Let's talk about nails.
That's so expensive.
Y'all
I
are
know what a
nuts.
fair price is when it comes
Good
to
old
cake.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh, Jesus. This whole chat is wrong site.
Wait a second.
Wrong
if
site.
You think about this from a
I'm trying to redirect.
A cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better
Ew,
than a regular
that
cake.
whole phrase is
Let
just
me
too
see.
much.
I've been saving
We've
up
all
this
eaten
way.
nuts,
I
so
think I
don't
should
come
have
at you. No. Wrong site, Q. Wrong site. Do I have to make new friends again? What was wrong with your last friends? They just talked about nuts all the time. Just always talk about nuts.
So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs
Right
100,000
site.
more per slice?
If you do miss a stream, nuts. That's all I talk about. Do not worry, you can catch the stream the very next day after it's live here over on youtube.com/EtherxVault. Fun times over there. If you want to relive this nut talk, you can definitely rewatch that video. Tomorrow.
What a
It'll be up
shame.
tomorrow. At 9
I feel
a.m.
like role-playing as a vendor
9 a.m.?
is a little
Yes, by 9
outside our
a.m.
area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate
You would bathe in a
convincingly?
pecan pie? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? I just like, what? That's not even like a liquid. It's like a gelatin. I like the nut topping better.
Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the
Drama
wild
free.
is
It's
in order.
definitely drama free.
Let's go give it a try.
We get all of our nuts out in the open, so there's no drama here. Kami. I guess this one's closer. I love how we're also like, and I'm okay with this, but no one's paying attention to Goro in his story about letters and stuff. A lot of support. Yeah, all the nuts get supported here.
I've dealt with
Poor
Fatui
Goro.
before, but I
Join
always
the
end
nuts
up
club.
against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must
Oh,
train just
God.
as hard as they do every day, but somehow I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
We meet every second Tuesday of the month. That's fair. I could be there.
Right? I mean, at the very least, I need to look more muscular than my subordinates.
You
I
can,
know that people's
you can
trust in me
always
has
be a
nothing
tiger
to do
nut.
with my size, but
Then take that.
if
from
I
me.
were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle. That way, our forces wouldn't scatter
Just
so
out of
easily.
curiosity.
As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me. But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time?
Ew, tiger nuts look disgusting though. Cyperus esculentus. Also called the Earth Almond. I don't know what the other almond would be referred to. The Sky Almond. No one was betting you. Crazy nut girl. Nope. There's even a tiger nut drink, and it looks very creamy. That's disgusting. Oh, I'm telling you, the drink it makes, the color is not it. Wind and water almond. What was the other one? Candle nut. You can't. What is with? Why do you know all the ugly looking nuts? Tropical tree whose seeds have various uses, particularly in Southeast Asia and Polynesian cuisines. While the seed, when raw, contains toxins that can cause illness, it's safe to consume after roasting or cooking. At what point is it fine? Playing with fire here. You're playing with fire.
What?
Make sure to look.
I smell danger.
You should put that in your resume. I know rare nuts. GOROU nuts. Peanuts and pistachios. Are you a fan of Reese's, Hector? Yeah, GOROU nuts are the Brazilian nuts. Now I feel like you're just looking at nuts and just spitting them out at me. Hell yeah. I love Reese's. That's my favorite. Oh god. Bullet nuts look disgusting. It looks like you're eating a grub out of a nut. Spitting them out at me. That's funny. Have you tried the new Reese's, Hector? This probably is the reason. If we threw in a Pokemon name from time to time, he'd probably come by. Oh god, bread nuts also look bad. Oh, these are weird. These are weird ones. It's got strawberry jam inside it. It's not good. It's not good.
Really? Huh.
It's really not
For a
good.
moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you. It wasn't my imagination. They really
Truly
are
a
here.
nut himself.
Prepare
Yep.
to engage.
Are you
Oh,
here to
crap.
play with me?
I gotta pause it. I can get back to the TV so I can just dunked on. You would be the tiger nut? Yeah, actually based upon how he acts, yeah. Tony the tiger.
Follow my lead. Roll in.
Let me amuse myself. Get them!
Yoba. Ah. Aye.
This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck.
You're trying to be better yourself? What does that mean? What does that mean? You can't have Reese's? I got Reese's in the other room right now.
Over here.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Stop shooting your craziness at me.
Let me amuse myself.
Where are you?
Dodge this.
Poor Gilma. He just gets tossed in. He's like, what the heck? Gilma.
Wish her luck.
Get up, bro.
Everyone on me!
Oh, I think the Traveler's gonna die if I keep
Let's
him here.
dance.
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
To go back to your question from a long time ago, Hector, you were asking about if I was on World 9. No. So, because I went hyper-focused on just,
Jesus. Time to fight back.
hyper-focused on the story, I stopped building my teams. And the funny thing is, I know that it really pisses some people off that I don't build my teams. So, with that being said, I cannot ascend. I don't have the ability to take down the guys fast enough in the ascension room. I know that I'm gonna have to ascend because. Do I need to? I'm just thinking about it from an achievement side. If I'm gonna have to.
The advantage!
Cool it.
Maybe.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh?
Not as much sugar. Fair enough.
That little interruption has really
I went
ruined the mood
to.
for me. Let's not do
I went
any more
to
Fatui impressions for
Costco
today.
and got. They have a Reese's bag that is just singles of Reese's, and I think that's really good for me because then if I need to, boom, just one. JC, we need to collab. What are we collabing on? I thought Ascensions have to be done. Yeah, no, but I wouldn't run on World 9, and then if I have to go back down, I'd have to build a team. It would force me to build a team. That would be horrible. Because my friend tells me that when on World 9, if you just chill there for a second and like a minion walks up, he can kill you. Just kill you. Whereas right now, minions just kind of bother me if they walk up to me. My broken team? Yeah. But that thing is, like, I don't know. The idea of building a team is cool to me, but, like, in the same sense, I want to be able to build a team when I understand it. And the thing is, right now, I'm not applying my knowledge to it. I've had many people be like, yo, I'll just tell you the team to make. You'd be like, no, but you're going to tell me the team that works for your fighting style. And I've had that already been happening, and I think that's the reason why I kind of got away from it, because I'm just like, no, I don't really want a team like that. But yeah, I know my team's broken. I know my team's broken.
It seems
I'm
in
very
poor
aware
taste
that
after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway.
But if
Do we
and
have
this is
any
the thing
other
that sucks
options?
about this game. Well, not sucks about this game, but sucks about me when it comes to playing games. If I can't tie an achievement to it, I'm not going to care. Vector, stop. Honestly, you really need the right comp team that makes it different. But what do I get from the comp team? That's what I really want to know. If you can tell me I can get achievements from that comp team, great. If you're telling me I get bragging rights and big flashy numbers on the screen, I don't care. Everyone does have a different fighting style. Yeah. There was another person that came to my stream one time, and he was just all about plunge damage. Plunge damage, plunge damage, plunge damage. I'm going to build my teams around plunge. And I'm just like, that's cool. I don't care about plunge damage. And so if I got someone, it's just like, you can get achievements. There's achievements for building out a team. Yes, I am an achievement whore. I gotta keep saying it like that. You can get achievements. Let's see. Let's see if we can roll through here and find some achievements that have to do with. So this one, I just gotta find the red stuff. Find the red stuff. I just gotta do things in Mondstadt. So this is based upon worlds. Finding the sigils. Doing the little the world quests. This one would be easy. I'll agree with you. Oh, yeah, no one, see, not no one, sorry. I will rephrase that. I don't care about the achievements in the game. I only care about, as you put it, the trophies. This one would be easier with a better team. I'll agree with you on that one. Same with that one. That one is just going to be me finding sigils. Reach the max level of sacred. That is sigils again. What does this one say? That's a world quest. World quest. What? No, no. Come back. Come back. Come back. We're doing this together. We're doing this together. It's not the comp, but the electric damage or water frozen. Complete the tale of... That's probably a world quest. That's some type of quest. Probably a quest. That's a quest. Ah, when I click like reveal on one that's already revealed, it does that. Sorry. You get primos. Primos are good. Primos are good. The only issue is once I get to the point where I have all these achievements done, you can give me 70,000 primos and I won't care. Enter the world behind the mural. That's probably a quest of some sort. So I would say the only ones that support the idea of you definitely get achievements with a better team is Down We Go 2 and Down We Go 3. But yeah. For you're talking about like over, well, I'll have to get out of here.
What do you mean? Isn't this movement? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just, I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like, let's do it. Time for a make or break training
Okay. So what you're talking about is you're talking about these achievements. These achievements that give you the primos, right? 444. Some of them are already on 100%. Some of them aren't. You're talking about electric, which would be... somewhere in here. Boop, boop. I'm just hanging out. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Just hanging out. Probably being here, right? It's probably in the Challenger series. These are probably all done by Better Team. Because you can just walk over people. Or you're probably talking about the elemental ones here. Sparks and Splash. I think so. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like, because I want to get onto Zenless where I'm just going to be playing Zenless purely, and then coming back here for, obviously, Archon quests and story quests. But I've seen, like, for example, like, I've seen some people on YouTube and they have, like, these teams that just, like, absolutely just destroy people. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. And especially since you're trying to build, like, a Genshin community, that's good, too. But I guess I'm not going that route. For me, I guess I just want to go through a gacha game with a team that's comparable to the point where I can just enjoy the story, whether it be the main quests or the side quests, stuff like that. And I've kind of been like that with games in a whole, regardless of whether we're talking about gacha games or other games. Like, you'll have games that are just like, oh, you got to beat this game on like super, super, super hard. And I'm just like, yeah, that's cool to do. I guess for bragging rights, I guess as a younger kid, I was more into that stuff. But now it's just like, until the game tells me I have to do it in the hardest difficulty, I'm not going to. Because I know there's other games I want to get to. Like, that's one of the, like, the issues that I've been starting to, like, have. And this is just, like, a thought process that kind of occurred to me. Is, like, I want to be able to play all the games. Because there's so many games, so many genres, so many stories. It'd be the same way if you're like, let's just take gaming completely out and be like, I love movies. I want to watch all the movies and like all the stories. And it's at a point now where, like, it's the sad thing about it is, like, there's no way to do that. There's so many games coming out all the time And like even when like we look over, and this isn't a flaunt in any way, shape, or form, because this comes from the fact that, you know, owning a gaming network and doing game reviews, right? But all games I'm running at 1,460 or 465, and there's games in here I haven't even touched. Like I picked them up either on a deal, got them to do a for a review. We were given them for games with gold. Whether they be X1 or 360. They're part of Game Pass. There's so many. It's just like, so then why am I gonna just sit there and beat one game into the ground when it's done by the devs' standards? It's done. Like the devs are just like, we want you to go from here to here. Here's the achievements that are going to break it apart for you. And then we're supposed to just keep playing the game. I don't know. I can go back and forth. Yeah, for sure. That's such a good point, Q. Like there are so many games that like come out every day. And not saying they're all good though. There's definitely some games that come out that are just like, whoa. I don't know how Microsoft, not even just Microsoft, but like I don't know how some of these platform companies even allow some of these games on there. Steam is pretty crazy with it. The amount of games can just get tossed on Steam super quick. Nintendo is pretty insane with the low quality they were allowing on the Switch side. Then I would say over the last 2 years specifically, Microsoft has started to follow suit, and they're now letting games on there where it's just like, there was this one the other day where it was like, it's just a washing machine that just floats in the world. It just floats in the air, sorry. And you just put clothes in it, and it cleans the clothes, and then you take them out, and then you put more clothes in it. There's no achievements. You're just doing that. That's it. I don't know what PlayStation. You can tell me on your side. Does PlayStation allow games on that like are definitely mobile only, that get pushed onto a system? Does that happen on Sony's side, or is it just the other ones? Because it's bonkers, man. It's bonkers. It's like, where's your quality control?
And we're back.
Chore Simulator sounds boring as fuck. It is. And it's actually, to be honest, I would be okay if it was Chore Simulator, if it had more chores. But all it does is one thing. Just cleaning the laundry. See. I don't know about Vampire Survivor. Vampire Survivor does feel like it would run. Like, it's definitely mobile-esque. It's very simplistic, right? But I have like a friend of mine that runs it on his phone and it doesn't even run. I don't know how bad his phone is. I cannot defend this Red. But that weird monster game. What weird monster game? A survival game. See, because I think I actually have. We're getting way off Genshin. I'm sorry, guys, if anybody's here specifically to watch Genshin. I'm just going into like my own little rant here about games. Ark is the weird monster game. Oh, are you talking about Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter, yeah. Oh, it's a no. So wait, it's okay. Let's help out. Let's help out Q here. We got Conan, we got Ark, we got Monster Hunter. It's pixelated. It's pixelated and monster. You talking about Terraria? Monster. I love how we go from Monster Hunter and it's just like it's pixelated, and then Jose's just like Monster Hunter Wilds. So yeah, Vampire Survivors is here. Is it Minecraft? It's the vampire game. It's a pixelated vampire game. Like he has a whip. There's a like Reaper. Lots of weapons, yes. And he murders you? Are you talking about Vampire Survivors? Let me go back. I'll go back down and we'll look at some pictures. Are you talking about this game? Okay. It made it seem like you were talking about a completely different game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, pixelated with freaking weapons. Yeah, there's a lot of freaking weapons. Yeah, this game I would agree with Hector. This is a game that's like, yeah, like it being on here is okay-ish. It's on the edge. But the game maybe not Uno. Where's a game that for sure shouldn't be on here? This would be one that I would say. Skyforce. Skyforce is one where it's just like, yeah, that's kind of like a mobile game. And if we go all the way to the top, as my box freaks out. Skyforce is fire. We're not saying these games are crap. We're talking about games that probably shouldn't be on a console because they're basically like a mobile game being ported over. By Fallout? I don't know if Fallout could run on my phone. I think it would burn my phone to the ground. Not all of them, but the newer ones it would ruin my phone. Where is it? I was playing it the other day. Well, I gotta remember this. I'm gonna be doing a video soon about comparing kart racers, and I need to remember that one exists. Someone try to remember that, and then I'll call to you. I'll call to the community and be like, "What's that one game that I said exists?" Where is it? They didn't take it off though, right? Maybe they took it off because I was gonna complain about it. I thought it was started with A. There it is. 100% an actual mobile game that got moved over to the Xbox because it still has your dailies. You get on daily, you get more energy. Energy allows you to play races. You run out of energy, no more races. You either can pay for in-game currency to get more energy or wait a couple hours and get more energy. That is 100% a mobile game being put over here. All of them should be taken off, never played again. Follow tactics. I want to play that weird game where you can romance objects. Fall in love with anything or something like that. I clipped it for you. I mean, that works. Clipping does work. Sorry, I'll go back to Genshin. Clipping does work.
Don't worry.
No, it's
I am a high-ranking military officer.
This is okay. So this is going to be a day where we just kind of explore Xbox. The game that she's talking about already came out. Beauty and the Beast. That's hilarious. Please don't fail me now, eyes. Yeah. Oh, here. Oh, it's date everything. Just in case you guys wanted to see what the video is about or what the game's about. It's weird. It's very weird.
They say love sees not with the eyes, but with the heart. Perhaps that's why it turns up where you least expect it. Wait, so you're telling me you can date everything? The washing machine, the chair, the refrigerator?
Time for a snack.
This door, that door, even front and back door.
What are you looking at?
The fan, the wall, the microwave, the toilet, the dust bunny behind the couch. All right then. The curtains,
Who thinks that Jose should play this?
treadmill, mousetrap, dishwasher, desk, piano, dirty laundry, clock, candelabra, the TV, bath, towels, rubber duck, shower, floor, ceilings, shelves, ironing board, trash can, air fryer.
You know what we should do? We should replace Star Wars with this game.
Itself, the shadows, water,
And if Jose is willing to play this
fire,
game instead of Star Wars, I'll buy it
sense
for
of
him.
Existential dread. You can even date the kitchen sink.
Everything leads to
So remember, love isn't
It's just a
it's
what the
told
fuck?
to look, but where it dares to wander. Date everything. Out now.
I mean, you got my vote, Jose. I'll pick this game up for you if you replace Star Wars with it. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry, Q. Don't cry, Q. It's okay.
This feels like... Yes, it definitely feels like...
That game is $40. Well, it's Canadian, but yeah. It'll probably end up being actually closer to $50 because of the taxes. Just mumbling to herself.
No, not even slightly. It's not that you do a bad impression of
That's
her.
a crime.
More like something is missing.
What's a crime is I'm
finally
offering
realized
you
it
a
when you were
free
talking
game
to
and
me
you're
just
saying
now.
no.
I think that
For
maybe
Star
what
Wars?
I'm really afraid of
For
is
Star Wars?
her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like
For the
all
series
my
where a
secrets
dude
have
kisses
nowhere to
his
hide.
sister?
Like she can just peer in and see them.
And you're coming at that
It's
game?
different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my
Pull out the
secrets in
banjo.
first place.
Pull out the banjo.
Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. Because we fought side by side in the past, and I know I don't have to have my guard up around you.
That makes sense.
But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine.
Keep it in the
As much
family.
as it pains me to do
Yeah.
so. The
A
thought
whole
of
new
having
meaning
live
to
with
the
this weakness
Force.
forever is frustrating.
The Force is in you, Luke.
Are you serious? I'd love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy some cake.
There's no Force all consent
All
here.
right. The next step is to find somewhere nice and quiet.
All hands free here.
This is so good.
You get to eat cake very often? Or you don't get to eat cake?
It's certainly a rarity in the camp. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the Resistance. We have special meals
Oh,
on
they're
occasion,
fans.
but even then it usually means meat and wine, not dessert.
Hands with weird gestures.
So, thank you for treating me to some cake. The
I
only
love how you
downside
keep getting
of
these free
Narukami Island's
draws,
pastries
but there's I
is that
haven't
they're
seen
such
any
exquisite
free
things,
draws on
you can't just
ZZZ.
chow
But that's
down
cool
on
though.
them. But as Her Excellency
Oh, yeah,
says,
there's
a
tentacles
general
there.
needs to show patience and restraint.
Tentacles from deep within holes.
Wow. Don't mind if I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet.
Star Wars is the OG hentai. That finishes off GOROU. Is it too far though? Is it too far? Where are you, back in Leeway? Close enough. Oh god, you're on your ship.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's going to be a day to remember. Guys, look who the sea washed up!
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
That's what I heard too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
All I wanted was to have a chat with the Electro Archon.
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The Honorary Knight. Pretty impressive.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Well, she's on board right now for the celebration.
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the
I really want to
Crux,
see
known for
if
always
Beto's
moving
eye
forward
is
to the
fucked
next
up.
horizon, would instead be holding
I just want to see what happened to her eye.
Great. I guess we didn't think
And
that
just
part
one time be
through.
like, oh, it's gross.
Remember,
It's
rather
gross.
than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful,
Oh yeah, or if
they
she's
will come to
pretending like
us.
yeah.
Isn't that why
true.
everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes? A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess
There's
I
a
almost
lot of
forgot the
patches
first
on
lesson
this.
you ever
This is
taught
just
me.
guaranteed that if
Thanks
once
for the
you're a
reminder, Captain.
pirate, you have to.
Just be
Cover
sure
one
you
eye.
all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss.
The statement.
I'm
Vibe.
glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Thanks. I'll take that. Some rumors have it that the leader of the Crux is so powerful that she could slay the mighty Leviathan Haishan without breaking a
Cult
sweat.
acceptance.
I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation.
See,
though.
I got a patch though.
Certainly
You
not
can
how
let
the
me in,
Crux
yeah.
made it to where we are today.
I'm
As the head
just
of
like
the
you
fleet,
guys.
my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're
Pacing
arrogant, they're
standard.
just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way.
Why would I? I'm actually quite interested in the life of a sailor.
Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for new crew members while we're back. It'll be a first-rate chance to learn the life of a sailor. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land.
All right, Captain, show me the ropes.
Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
Where are you? You in here? Oh.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux.
What's the other team? The Vision of the Crux?
The Vision of the Crux. Oh, we don't have that many visions, kid. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you?
We'll go with the first one.
As I expected. You have a will to protect others. There are two main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment. As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology, etc. You can go learn about these skills from Yinxing, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields.
Is Jose still in here right now?
Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate the knowledge of the crew. If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people. Go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later.
Did he say,
I look forward to seeing how you do.
He was lurking? Back up top.
Hello,
I
traveler.
think he's gone.
I'm Yinxing, the Crux's surgeon at sea. Whenever a sailor has a health
Thanks for
problem, they
trying,
come to
too.
me. I deal with it all, from seasickness and common colds to amputations and everything in between.
I'd like to learn about treating injuries and illnesses at sea.
Oh, I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then, let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face?
Losing a limb?
That can certainly be a problem at sea, but it's not the biggest danger. The most dangerous thing for a newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine at sea
Losing
as
an eye,
well.
apparently.
Those are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment.
I really like what she's wearing.
We have to
The
face malnutrition
blue and then like
when we're short on supplies.
the flower
All
that kind of
kinds
blends in.
injuries
It's
and
really-
diseases
really
that the
cool.
harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation
Probably
and
has a
lack of
name.
entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal.
I feel like you should know the name Q. Hence the need for amputations.
Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Well, that's not surprising.
I'm just saying, I
Newcomers
feel like
think
you
the
should know
same
the name
way.
of it.
But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think
Unless you're
that's
gonna give
enough for
me,
you to think over for
I'm
now.
from
Is
space.
there anything else you would like to
They're
know?
gonna say I'm from space. I don't know. Thanks, I
Well,
learned a lot.
My pleasure. Okay, let's leave it
From
there
a
then.
far away land.
Be sure to take good care
Not
of your
across the
health.
Pacific. A far away land. Fair enough.
Catch the wind.
Sorry about earlier,
See?
traveler.
See, even I
We
knew
were
she
so
was from
caught up on
space.
getting you to join
Which
the
one is
fleet
it? Faraway
that we
land or
noticed we were
space?
going a little
Or let me guess,
overboard.
it's a faraway land
Good
in
thing the
space.
captain stepped in.
It's okay, I was hoping to learn a little more about cartography.
Oh, well, in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. You're looking at the most talented navigator in Liyue Harbor. I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailors.
She's right.
Feel free to interrupt if you have any questions.
That's ridiculous.
Let's start with
That's
what to
ridiculous.
look for when you get a set of complicated charts. First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines, islands or reefs, water depths, hydrological conditions, and other hazards. With these features in mind, you can answer the basic question of,
Can I chart a safe course through this area? Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between 2 points. The most advanced nautical charts come with a supplementary chart, which has different colored lines marked on it to indicate distances. It's worth mentioning that under my direction, the crux is using these advanced kinds of charts. Some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be very difficult to interpret.
For example, charts inherited from the previous navigator.
Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for me. Some of these charts are really old and have symbols that I've never seen before. But if we don't
I think it's the
them,
abbreviation is that the words
Fortunately,
course has
we
just
have
been
the captain
abbreviated,
with us.
basically.
She managed to find
But you're
some
right, it
ancient
comes off
books
like an
and semiotics
abbreviation,
that I can
which
use to
means like
study
it's
the charts
of
further.
course. It should be OC.
I don't think anyone
and
other
that's
than our
it.
captain can manage to
That
get
makes.
these
I know what
kinds
you're
of
saying.
resources.
That makes sense.
Old charts and ancient books on semiotics are not the kinds of things that are sold in your average marketplace. Oops,
Maybe
I've gotten
maybe it's the
off
word fuck.
topic.
A fucking course.
Well, that just about covers the basics of chart reading.
You're
Is
just
there
so
anything
it's
else you would like to know,
so.
Traveler?
Of course. Just saying. Fricking? Should we use fricking? A fricking course? Or it sound like we're 12? Do you have experience drafting nautical charts?
Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic.
Rated
To
19
be
plus
honest,
stream.
I've only attained a smattering of knowledge in that area. The charts we are using now are just
X-rated.
revised versions of the ones left by the
Not
previous
triple X
navigator.
rated, wrong site.
So
Wrong
my
site.
mapping experiences have been primarily limited to update. I think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake.
There's too many X's.
It wasn't
There's
long
too many
before we
X's.
turned the
Now
fleet
at that point, I
around
think
and
it
returned the
becomes
way we
old
came
time
out for
booze
fear of
that you see
potential
on pirate
hazards.
ships.
But Captain Beto still managed to draft
Still
a
more
simple chart
booze.
of the area we
Probably in
sailed
an anime
through
somewhere.
for if and when we explore the area again. Incredible, isn't it? I was
That's probably
amazed to
just
see
someone
that the
dead.
captain could even do cartography.
Then why does she need you as a navigator?
Because I have the
Yeah,
talent,
Nami.
and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. She treats the whole crew that way. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told
We
me
need to get out of here.
wise
It's that dirty. It's
saying
too
that
dirty for
even
me.
Rex
I don't want to
Lab
have to go to
never
church on
fights
Sunday
alone.
because I was in this
She wants
lobby.
everyone on board
Too
to
much.
master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her alone. That
It reads
way,
pretty
if the
close to
day
Nami,
ever
though.
comes
Let's
when
be
she's
honest.
no longer with the fleet,
With
we will still
proper
be able to sail
pronunciation,
onward
it's pretty
without
close
her.
to Nami.
Captain Beto may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything
Maki?
else you would like to know, Traveler?
Do you have experience drafting nautical charts?
Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic.
Father
To
Priest
be
cleanses
honest,
the
I've only
sins after
attained a
this stream.
smattering of knowledge in that area. The charts we are using now are just revised versions
Wait,
of the
aren't
ones
you
left
Father
by
Priest?
the previous navigator.
You're gonna go talk to
So
yourself?
my mapping experiences
That
have
sounds
been
like demons.
primarily limited
That
to
sounds like
updating
demons.
the charts to reflect changes in the sea. I think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the
Oh,
fleet
we already
sailed into
you
an
already said
uncharted.
this.
But Captain Beto still incredible, isn't it? I was because I have the
Oh,
talent.
gosh.
I initially had the same.
I
She
really
just
wish that like when
laughed
you
and
ask
told me to
something,
wise
you
up. She
can't
wants
re-ask the
everyone
same
on board
thing.
that way, if the day ever. Captain Beto may seem aloof. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler?
No, nothing else because you're just
My
gonna repeat
pleasure.
it. Push her off. Oh crap! I just realized the time. Wow, we just flew through here. Are you doing invites in ZZZ? Yeah, what can you do for invites in ZZZ? Tell me, my friend. But that's it for me. There's hangouts. There's hangouts in ZZZ. I mean, eventually I'll get to that. But yeah, I guess. I guess. So beautiful to me. Are you trying to sing? Anyways, that's it for me. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back on Medal of Honor Airborne, part of the Xbox 360 series from way before the Switch 2 came out. And then again, just to let you guys know, on Friday, we have Hector and Q that's going to help me on some event. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, and also I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'm going to be back here tomorrow, like I said, but I'm going to try to
let's get moving.
Canada it
We're
up
not frozen
like
in place
crazy.
after all.
Not just this hat. Maybe I won't wear this hat. Maybe I won't wear this hat. I don't know. But yeah, we're doing it. But until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused, get yours. See ya.